So the blame game is what they do on television. Oh, no, Trump did it. Oh, no, the Democrats did it. So boring, so tedious, so ridiculous, but it happens every single time. And a poll out today from the Washington Post says 47% of Americans say Trump and Republicans are responsible for the government shutdown. Okay, 30% say the Democrats are responsible. Now, the Washington Post, but maybe it's true because that's what the media puts out there. And even though nobody watches the media, it all gets on the internet and people pick it up. They don't know. And I'm not being supercilious, word of the day. Okay, I'm not. They just don't know. People are busy. People have to work. They have kids. They're running around. They can't be sitting there on their butts analyzing the government shutdown. I understand that. That's why you watch me and listen to me on the radio, because I cut through all the BS and I'll tell you in less than an hour what the truth is about your world. Okay. So according to Washington Post, most people brain dump. Does it matter? No. 4 weeks from today, nobody will even remember this. Do you remember the last government shutdown? I remember it. I had to cover it, but not. It's kind of fuzzy. Okay, so the most honest appraisal of what happened to lead to the government shutting down this week was made by me, aren't I humble, on News Nation Cuomo last night. Roll the tape. Okay, so here's what happened. You'll remember that the last time around, Senator Schumer gave in to President Trump. At least that's how it was portrayed. And Schumer got hammered from all sides and couldn't leave the House for 3 weeks. So that was not going to happen again, Cuomo.
Not with AOC right there. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Not going to happen. So the guy who really knew what was going to happen in advance, and you should get him on tomorrow, is Fetterman, the senator from
Pennsylvania. I'm trying to get him.
He knew.
I'm trying to get him.
Okay. So he signaled to all of us who pay attention, and that probably be about 6 or 7 individuals in the media, that this was not going to go well. And here's why it didn't. So under President Biden, about 15 million foreign nationals crossed into America, many of them, perhaps most, on asylum claims. But they didn't go through the ports of entry, and they didn't do what they were supposed to do to claim asylum. In the Democratic vision for funding health care, all of those people would get subsidies, and some of them free health care, from the American public. Schumer knew that Trump and the Republicans were never going to sign off on that, ever in a million years. Yet he brought it in anyway. So you tell me, who's playing the cards in an upright position? And that's exactly what happened. Biden is the villain here because he changed the whole thing as far as asylum is concerned. If you, in the past, before Biden, were a foreigner in danger that you were going to be killed or imprisoned because of your belief system, you could apply to asylum. There were rules you had to do and come here. Once you got here under that asylum banner, then you were entitled to whatever the government programs are. You're entitled to go to school. You're entitled to Obamacare, whatever. When Biden allowed 15 million in unsupervised, and I don't know the exact number that applied for asylum, they haven't put it out yet, but it's probably the majority, because that was the con. All right, the cartels smuggle the people up, and they said, look, when the Border Patrol confronts you and you can surrender to them, just say you want asylum. Let's face it, the U.S. economy is under stress. National debt rising, trade war shaking the markets. And meanwhile, China is dumping the dollar and stockpiling gold. That's why I protected my savings with physical gold and silver through the only dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. And you can do this. Get precious metals delivered to your door or placed in a tax-advantaged gold IRA. They'll even help you roll over your existing IRA or 401k, tax and penalty free. With billions in precious metals delivered thousands of 5-star reviews, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. You can trust American Hartford Gold as I do. Please call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.